Hey guys, Latoya here. Welcome to my crafty space. Today I'm going to be making a Valentine's Day card. Valentine's Day is one of the holidays that I love, so I have a decent amount of stamps and dies. So I just want to play with what's in my stash and share that with you guys. Alright, so I think I came to a good stopping point with my project right now to explain to you all what's going on. So what I did first is pulled out some colors that just reminded me of Valentine's Day. So I have this Poppy Parade, real red, and then this like early espresso, just a dark brown, which reminds me of chocolate cardstock. Then I ended up taking out my heart dies here. Now, I, as of 2 years ago, started keeping packaging for all of my materials. So that's why I don't have these dies here noted, but I know from memory, these dies here were from scrapbook.com, and these are the Infinity dies by Hero Arts, and these are obviously hearts. So I went ahead and I did 2 different sizes. I ran those dies through the Poppy Parade in Real Red just to get a few different heart colors to see what I wanted to play with. And then another item that I took out from my stash, which I'm super excited about, is this North Pole Mail postage stamp frame. Super cute. It's by Paper Tree Ink. And I ran that through my Gemini Junior. And as you can see, it placed there. And then this here came out as a result. And I love the piercing you get all around. I like the detail that's here. It makes it stand out from other die sets. So now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do as far as creating this card. I said I did want chocolate, so I should take out, I have my drawer of punches over here. This drippy goo punch. Now this is an oldie. If you don't know, I've been crafting for a while. This is Martha Stewart. And this is the Drippy Goo Border Punch. And I just know the name by heart because literally it was like all the rage. It was all over the place. And this thing is like 10 years plus, like going strong. So I might make this heart into chocolate. Voiceover Latoya here. Hi. All right. So I'm taking a piece of early espresso from my scraps and I'm going to die cut the heart out on it. I'm running this through my Gemini Junior. Slow motion for you guys. Don't mind the dust. It's almost cleaning time. Anyhow, I went ahead and now I'm going to take the chocolate heart that I cut out and I'm going to affix it to another scrap sheet of paper because just punching the heart itself is way too small. So putting it on that sheet of printer paper is helpful. And now I'm just removing the back and affixing it to that heart. And now it looks like a beautiful chocolate covered heart. I took out my Jaded Blossom stamp set. I love this set. It's called Chocoholic. This circle sentiment, I think I've used one other time, but I wanted to see if it would work on this card. And as you saw, it fits around that chocolate heart I made perfectly. I am so excited. The words that go around in a circle say a chocolate treat for you to eat, which is so sweet. So now I'm just getting my Misty ready so I can stamp. I'm putting my backing in my Misty. Now, this circle sentiment that I'm going to stamp on this piece of white cardstock, the middle is, filled, so it's not cut out. So you just have to be careful when stamping because you don't want the ink to transfer onto that photopolymer. It will transfer onto the cardstock too. So I was just very careful, and I love how that stamped out. It's absolutely beautiful. Making sure I clean my stamps and put them back because sometimes they're in a pile. After looking at all of the circle dies that I have, there's a set of Stampin' Up! Circle dies that I love because it has a companion die that goes with it. So this sentiment, there's a plain circle that went around it perfectly. I die cut that. And there's a scalloped circle also that I'm going to die cut in early espresso ink. So this is just the plain circle. And now this is the early espresso scallop circle that I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to house the sentiment white circle on top of that just to again bring home the chocolate, really nice rich color. And see, it's perfect. I love it. Now I'm going through old background pieces that I've made in the past, seeing if there's something I want to play with. I thought the stripes would work, but I don't really like the look. It's way too much, as you can tell. Now I'm trying a piece of early espresso, and while I'm not 1000% opposed, it's just a bit dark. I wanted something brighter, so I'm going with the Poppy Parade, and I think I like how that looks. Now turning my attention to something else, the smaller die cut hearts that I had off to the side. I'm just trying to see what I want to do with these, and based upon the little postage card that I have as a layering piece, I decided to just align them and do alternating colors, and I love how that looks. I think it looks absolutely adorable. And as you can see, I put the back underneath so I can see like, okay, this will work, but I'm still trying to think like, what do I want to add extra to this? So I ended up taking out my Darcy embossing folder, and this is just like a plain striped embossing folder. This has been in my stash, you guys, for like 10 years plus. No reason to change it out. It still works. It's an embossing folder. I don't need to change it with a different one by a different company that costs more money. Whenever I emboss, I do spray my cardstock with one spray of water. That's why I have that little spray bottle. Just one quick mist, and that makes the cardstock more pliable. That prevents tearing. Now, as you can see, there was a little bit of warping in my cardstock piece. You can see that there, but it's okay. I did show my trimmer just because I did trim my piece down. I usually do most of my pieces down by like 1/4 of an inch before I assemble. I just like the look of seeing cardstock underneath my main color, if that makes sense. Always open your card to make sure it's facing the way you want before you put everything on. I literally had a card I created once, and it was like, it looked done, like it was perfect, but it opened the opposite way, and there was no way to fix that. So, yeah, it was ruined. So now I'm just affixing all of the pieces to my different parts of my card. I am so happy with how this turned out. I've never made like a Valentine's Day card like this before. And that is the great thing about card making. Every time you can create something different, even though you're using the same tools, and even like compared to someone else, like your creation will always look different from someone else's. And that's just wonderful. So here I'm opening the Early Espresso ink because I want to add a little depth to the chocolate on my heart. So I'm just ink blending really quickly. Didn't require my glass mat because I just added a little bit to make it pop, and that's it. Now I'm adding a piece of faux suede ribbon. This is by Stampin' Up. Oldie but goodie. It's just to bring in the chocolate color. This is a photo play stamp set that I'm going to use the Happy Valentine's Day sentiment from. It almost looks like a block sentiment. Now, I don't know where the footage went, so I do apologize, but I did already stamp it out. You can see it there in the corner, kind of hidden into my Misty. And now I'm just assembling the hearts and getting my card ready to be completed. By the way, I'll do a video on my glue tool because I was very excited to get that. And as you can see, I do like alternate between tape and glue. It's just whatever suits me best for some reason. It's like I kind of go through moods, like I'll grab the glue, I'll grab the tape. Yeah, it's just whatever I think is going to work best. And here you can actually see me putting that sentiment down. Now the ribbon, sometimes it's a little loosey-goosey because I don't wrap it around fully in the back. So I have to add a lot of tape to help support it. This is just one of the ways I'm frugal, you guys. It saves me money by not wrapping ribbon all the way around. And I'll have a whole nother piece of ribbon for another time. So I hope you guys were inspired by my card in some fashion, and hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. I have 2 other projects to share with you all, so those videos are coming, and I have to worry about Easter now. So I hope you all do something crafty. They make sure I'm happy, and I'll talk to you later. Okay? Bye.